Last time on Tales of Berseria.
Have you seen anyone suspicious? One should look like rainbow-colored witch, a moody lady who looks like she listens to Seether, possibly a man with the nicest pair of abs I've ever seen running at the speed of wind. Oh god, I miss him. This is why I do
Hey guys, Raiden here, and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. So anyways, I know you guys are ultra disappointed that there's no new other series today. I couldn't really think of anything I wanted to throw on the channel just yet, so for now we're just gonna stick with Berseria. Which I don't think you guys have an issue with, because it's becoming one of the most liked things on this channel. Anyways, I have taken advice from a few of you guys last episode. I did finally kind of figure out how to do the mystic art chains. You had to kind of hold down the button towards the person. It's actually quite useful, because as one of you guys told me, while someone is, I'm not sure what the state is specifically called, but I'm just going to call it, while someone is open for attack and not guarding, you can actually chain them together for maximum damage instead of having your AI party members just go at it willy-nilly, because it seems like they, and by they I mean Magalu, does this quite a bit, where she'll see an enemy and then she'll just randomly do a mystic art for no reason regardless of if they're open or not, because it seems like the AI almost just doesn't really care about that. And from what you guys told me in the comment section, I should be doing pretty much all of these side quests. So that's what we're going to do. We have to go search that cave for the part of the Omega Elixir. And I think we had something else to do, but I honestly don't remember. We need to get to the Vester tunnels, so we can actually use an Enoch bottle to get to Port Kandu, as I've been calling it. No one's confirmed if that's right or wrong, so I'm just going to assume it's correct. So I've been experimenting a lot with the characters in this game, and Eisen in particular just keeps impressing me more and more and more, because with his current set of moves that I've outfitted with, he stuns like crazy. I know a few of you guys are actually talking about like, oh, you can use this or this, which I do appreciate, but my combo is pretty much like the standard one, it seems, with a slight alteration. But I'll try out a bunch of the others too. Oh, so you have to go to the tunnel depths, and then we can go to... Okay, makes sense. Please tell me there's a kickable shortcut here or something. Nope, it's just an eternal black hole. The way that these question marks are here makes me think that we'll eventually get an ability to bypass these large open areas, because there's an area back in the marsh where there was this gap of water, and I couldn't even get to the island, and it just showed question marks. So I'm just gonna go off the assumption that getting there is some sort of plot progression or some sort of character ability we need to gain. Because, I mean, Maglo can float on a card, so technically we can get over there, and realistically, they're jumps that, like, Laphicets could make if he tried hard enough. They are really nothing substantial. I mean, that one back there is like a death pit, so I'm not counting that. But the one over there by the river was just, or by the marsh, was just so small, I wouldn't even see a point in trying not to do it. Oh, by the way, Velvet has a new ability. I'm not sure if I can show it off in here. Oh, there we go. It's called Heaven's Claw. So, Velvet's original Break Soul is called Consuming Claw, and that's the R2 move, which puts her into kind of the Theronized status and allows her to do infinite combos. Well, there's a different version of that called the Heaven's Claw, which I just unlocked, which it says, while in Theron form with 3 or more souls, hold R2 after a combo starter, costs 1 soul, launches a foe into the air as a chance to knock them down. Now, I'm not exactly sure how useful this is in comparison, because you have to do 1 strike and then use it. So, and you have to be Theronized in the first place, so that means that you would... I don't know. It just doesn't seem all that useful, and I can't quite explain how it works, because this game's mechanics are... I don't want to say complex, they're just a little confusing and difficult to explain. But basically, to do that special type of Break Soul, we would have to Break Soul and then stop a combo short, which shortens damage in order to do that Break Soul again, just so I can get a knock-up on the enemy. So I don't really understand why I'd want to use that, but it's there, and I'm sure someone in the comment section knows. But personally, it just seems like it takes away more of your break souls when you don't need them to go away. Jeez, Kurogane, why do you have to be right in the middle of the mine? I mean, you could get here a whole lot quicker if you unlocked whatever that ability is to get across that gap, but I obviously don't have that yet, so... We're just gonna have to take the long way of doing things. I'm not sure there's gonna be like a special monster in here or whatever, because, I mean, Kurogane's with us now, but that doesn't mean something didn't move in while he was gone, which is what I'm afraid of. But I'm not really afraid because I feel like I am a suitable level for these things now. Oh, the other side quest was the island. I remember now, what was it, Area 4 or something? And you guys told me we were pretty much A-okay to go over there and see what's up, so... That's cool. I'll test that out as soon as we're done here. There's that, but what's this? A worn spear. Did I miss this? I think I missed this the first time through. Huh. That's kind of weird. Could have sworn I had seen that. Oh, it's kind of... Ugh. It's not very good, and I assume that's purposefully because it must have something to it. There must be some reason why we have to keep it. I don't know.
This must be Longdow's dust. The ingredient Vidal's Omega Elixir recipe calls for.
I can't believe you actually found it.
Velvet's like, I can't believe you actually found this shit. I thought we were just gonna go in here, you're gonna cry, we're gonna leave and get ice cream, but okay.
We have to go tell Vidal. Maybe he's been able to translate the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we take some... Oh, we actually got it. Okay. I thought we just found it. It was like, well, now that we've gotten here, let's go all the way back and just tell him that it's here. Oh, I guess we're supposed to go back to Ranid. Hey, I found your magical stone crystal that you wanted us to find. Now make the thing.
Wow! Is that Longdow's dust? That's one of the Omega Elixir ingredients! You found it! You really found it!
Yeah. It's proof your research is right.
Thanks! I've just managed to translate the description of the second ingredient. Here, take this and... Whoa.
What's wrong? Your face is red.
Hey, you're burning up.
It's fine. I'm pretty much always running a fever.
That makes it even worse. We need to get you home so you can rest up.
He's right outside of his own house, though. We need to get you home so you can rest up. Just throws him through the window.
But I'm still translating the recipe.
You heard me.
All right. She's scary. Is she your sister or something, Laphicets?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem to have a pretty complicated life.
You got that right, kid.
Do you think he's always that sick?
Wouldn't surprise me. I was weak when I was a kid, too.
He's probably been like this since he was born. That must be why his parents named him Vidal. It means to live.
Huh. I never thought about that.
Laphicets is like that too. It means one who lives.
One who lives.
That name didn't do him a whole lot of good.
And he wants to be an explorer when he grows up. I feel sorry for him.
Okay, are all little boys exactly the same in this universe? Either you're the freaky, like, card kid over there who wants to kick Aizen's ass at Triple Triad, or you are some weird, studious kid who has never seen the outside world that wants to go on an adventure. I'm sorry if you're like that. I didn't mean to call you weird. It's just... I don't know. It's just so odd that so many of these, younger males are all like that.
But if he drinks the Omega Elixir, I think he can get better. When he sets off on his adventures, will you let him aboard the Von Eltia, Aizen?
I suppose I could cut him a deal.
You'd charge him?
I'm a pirate, kid. Comes with the territory. But I promise you, I won't charge him too much.
I suppose that'll have to do.
One who lives. I did not know that Laphicets' name had meaning behind it.
Didn't mean much in the end. I poured my soul into getting him through, but he's still dead all the same. Hope. What a waste.
You really think it was pointless?
What else am I supposed to think? It won't bring him back.
Aw, poor Velvet. Oh wow, we already got recipe 2? Did we even get a hint as to where to find that? I don't think we did. Search the unicorn's horn to make a mega elixir. Unicorn's horn? What the hell is unicorn's horn? Oh, over there next to Hellaway's or whatever that place is called. Can we teleport there? Yeah, it doesn't look like we can sail over there right now. We can go to this class 4 zone, so why don't we try that out, because I have no idea what should be here. I haven't even gone to this place yet, so this should be interesting. There's a weird ship noise. Aberrant Quarter, Class 4 Administrative Zone. I do not trust that. That is Satan over there in that safety cone. I guess a safety cone wouldn't be black and seething with darkness, but it's a safety cone, okay? Are you guys at the Von Altia just good? You're just gonna wait? But okay. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, okay, he just phased out. I thought they were, like, leaving, like, nope, not dealing with this.
Is that a fighting arena of some sort? I don't see any demons around.
Velvet, what does that even look like to you?
Look! There's something spewing out of the middle!
I sense a really malicious force emanating from it.
It's probably the vengeful spirits of those who fought and died here looking for glory.
Thanks for that. Now I've got goosebumps.
Let's try not to wind up as more vengeful spirits.
No, let's walk right into a Rokuro. You have the wrong idea. Here you can battle waves of specific types of demon. Select summon demons to call demons to the arena and commence battle. After a certain amount of demons have been defeated, more will appear. The battle is over when all demons have been completely wiped out. If you are defeated in battle, you will return to your original pre-battle status. Make sure to prepare yourself thoroughly before stepping up. The first time you clear the challenge, you will all receive a reward, so give it your all. Sure, let's summon demons.
I'll finish this now.
Very threatening slimes. Christ, Rokuro. We just started on a slime thing, really? But anyways, I was saying with Aizen. Here, let me see if I can demonstrate this. There's one thing that, bothers me, and that's the fact that those two who are switched out right now, Aizen and, Eleanor, I can't see how high their blast gauges are. So if I try to switch them during my Mystic Art, it sometimes doesn't work because there's nowhere to track where the number is, so that kind of sucks, but... Well, right now, this is not too hard yet. It's a cakewalk at the moment. I mean, I'm using Velvet for once, so that says something, but here, I'm gonna try to link some Mystic Arts just to show you guys how it looks and how it works. So, all I have to do is initiate a Mystic Art. And this may or may not work. I'm not sure. And I can switch straight to Aizen. And I think I can go to Laphicets after that. And I think I can go to Eleanor. But if it dies, I can't keep going, or else I could go infinitely, I'm pretty sure. So it's actually really useful, and now I'm switched to Aizen. My problem with using Aizen, though, even though he's powerful and literally almost nothing can touch him, because with this combo, he always stuns everything in his way. So there's really nothing that can stand up to the Reaper. But he has some AoE issues, I would say, or some cone issues that a lot of the characters can have.
That was tougher than I would have liked.
That wasn't tough at all, Aizen. It just took a long time. Ooh, look at all those items. Venus Satchel. When you think you've misplaced this bag, it's nearly... it is nearby at a second glance. Well-worn bag. Men's shoes specialized in providing resistance to arts. All demons defeated. Oh, it rewards Ventites. Allows you to perform different arts by pressing attack while guarding.
Looks like we won't be joining the party.
I can see why this place is the stuff of cautionary bedtime stories.
Not to mention why the Abbey's keeping way the hell away.
We shouldn't let our guard down. But this place could still be a good chance to hone our combat skills.
Indeed. Most everything we fought here seems to follow a pattern. This is a good place for tactical training.
If we ever end up on another island like this one, we should probably come prepared for the kinds of enemies we'll face.
Oh. So, hold on. Oh, okay, so there are going to be different islands that open up like this one, and this one's done. We've completed this. It's over. It was just a bunch of, like, trash mobs. But we unlock the ability to use different arts while we're guarding. Does that mean that we have a second... Oh my goodness, this is just what I wanted. L triangle? What? I'm sorry, what? Left stick triangle? I know it said we got more, or we have access to more arts while we're guarding, but why would it be left stick? Because left stick is not the guard button. I'm kind of confused on that, but whatever. We'll figure that out as we go. Since it doesn't look like we can get to Helloways or Beardsley, we're going to leave the Omega formula quest alone. So we're just going to continue down the main story now, because there's nothing else we can do. On the ship once again.
It's too bad that wasn't the real Ifreed. But I'm glad everyone on the ship is feeling better.
Yeah. Though it sounds like they never want to touch that Salatoma stuff ever again.
What about Eleanor?
She took it too, and her face went all wow.
I don't mean how she looked. I mean how she actually feels.
Oh, well, she looks like she feels better too.
Good.
You're worried about her, aren't you, Velvet?
No, it's nothing like that.
It's nothing like that, okay? It's not like I fantasize about her at night or anything, okay? God.
Let me tell you something, kiddo. When young maidens ripen, they have trouble expressing their feelings.
So Velvet's ripen?
Mogulu! Quit giving Laphicets confusing thoughts.
No trouble expressing those feelings, I see.
Oh my goodness.
The Abbey is supposed to exist to bring peace and order to the world. Everything the Abbey does, everything Lord Melchior and Shepherd Artorias do, it ought to be rooted in that mission. And yet, something just doesn't feel right here.
I'm very glad that she's actually questioning this, because after all the things we recently saw, if she was not questioning the Abbey, I would be very upset.
You are dismissed. That knowledge is not for you.
What?
Something wrong? Whoa! Easy there. Just asking.
Wait, was that her trying to talk to Artorias earlier, and she's like, so, what's with the monster in the basement? And Artorias is like, it's, for a festival. Yes, a festival. But no, he seemed pretty dismissive in the way he wanted to tell her, so that's worrying.
Sorry. I was just deep in thought. Is there something you need from me?
Nah. Just heard a bunch of sighs and wondered if you were feeling sick or anything.
No, I drank my Salatoma juice.
Ah. Tasted like crap, didn't it?
It wasn't that bad.
Hey,
What?
are you afraid of demons?
No, I am not.
Oh, what? Is she
It's
afraid?
more like I despise them. 10 years ago, a group of them attacked my village. They destroyed everything. And everyone.
Including your family?
Yes. The only family I had at that point was my mother. And in all the chaos, she... All I have left of her is this hand mirror she gave me.
Okay, now I understand Eleanor a lot more. Because her motives before just seemed to be a rational anger, just because the fact that Velvet's a demon. And I was kind of wondering what was up with that. And now that you get this kind of look at her, she's not all that different from Velvet, is she?
I didn't want anyone else to have to feel the way I did. And so I became an exorcist in order to destroy demons.
Aside from the boob window.
So you can keep your pity.
Gotcha. I will then.
Gotta love Rokuro. He's so chill about everything except when it comes to his brother. I like the fact that they are, like, they're introducing, how should I say it? We almost have, like, mini character arcs instead of trying to tie everyone's importance into one little area.
What is that?
Yeah, that's a good...
called a penguin, a type of bird native to this area.
Hi guys, I'm in this LP now. I hope you miss me so much. God damn it, Nephany, just stay in your game. You can't hold me down.
Penguin.
Their meat is succulent and tender, and makes a lovely stew.
Wow, what's it taste like?
You'd eat that poor thing? Savage.
You're one to talk, demon. It was one of my mother's specialties.
All right, enough of the chit-chat. Magilu, what's this grimoire friend of yours like?
Well, how do I put it?
I hope they are nothing like you. Well, I mean, for the sake of the party's sanity, for my entertainment, go ahead. It could be like a clone of you.
Oh. You know, like that.
Like what?
Well, to put it in a way those of meager imagination can understand, Grimm's got a sort of listless, aristocratic air about her. A noble woman in her twilight, you could say.
Huh. So you mean like a woman, but different from Velvet and Eleanor?
You're not wrong there. Tell you what, just keep an eye out for a grown woman.
Grown woman. Okay, I got it.
I'm pretty sure that Velvet and Eleanor classify as grown women, but I'm not gonna like try to classify what that means specifically by grown.
Well, since we got her name, we could start by asking around.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What's up, kiddo?
Magilu, you're a grown woman yourself. So why is it you have trouble clearly expressing your real feelings?
What?
Good question. Put simply, a long time ago, mine broke. Bagow! Chapoom! Bye-bye!
Your feelings broke?
Come on. Let's question the townsfolk.
We haven't learned anything about Magalu. I'm so curious. I want to know what's up with her. I mean, one of you guys said that I might have earlier accidentally pretty much summed up her entire story, but I want to see like where it comes from. Now that I'm getting a better grasp on why everyone's here. What? Oh, we can jump down here. I don't know why we do that, but we should do it in a sec. Hold on. I think there's mini games. Slash thrust pop. Who wants to play a game? Shambaloon 2. Why is it Shambaloon 2? Is it because in Zestiria there was a Shambaloon 1? Do we have new items? No, they're the same. Okay, I have no reason to play minigames right now. Let's go down here. I want to see what's up. What? Oh, okay, that teleported us up here. Now, where does this lead to? Red lavender? Anything else? Oh, we can actually get to the main town through that way. Oh, we can go straight across, too. Oh, that's odd. There's no skits here or anything. Oh, there actually is one over there. We're just on different levels. Yeah, I do honestly apologize if I miss skits. I never do it on purpose. I just happen to forget about it, because there's a lot to think about in this game.
It's become common practice to use Southgand lumber for shipbuilding, but there's a reason. Our trees really are the best for it.
Natant trees only grow in Southgand. Their wood is light, tough, and doesn't rot. Perfect for shipbuilding.
You know your stuff. Long ago, before people knew how to build seafaring vessels, Midgand and Southgand were separate countries. Then our ancestors fashioned rafts out of Natant logs and floated all the way to Midgand. A Midgand craftsman, amazed to see a humble raft cross the open sea, returned with our ancestors here to Southgand.
He had used the Natant logs to build a large, sturdy ship.
Thanks to him, commerce took off between Midgand and Southgand, and the Age of Exploration began. The excitement of a new age had everyone floating on air, but within mere decades, Midgand declared war on Southgand.
Ironically enough, it was ships made from trees from their islands that enemies used to invade them.
The fighting continued for a long time, but in the end, Midgand emerged the victor. Our islands were occupied. As hard as things were, our ancestors still liked to joke about it. They'd say, Age of Exploration, more like Age of Exploitation.
When things were that bad, they could still joke about it?
Southganders have always been a cheerful bunch. We tend to look for the silver lining in every cloud. It may not seem like it these days, but Southgand used to be a place where the laughter would never cease. Some people even used to call it Shenanigand.
Shenanigand. This must have been a really fun place.
I had nothing to say on that. That was a fairly straightforward conversation. about the lore of this world, which I will surely forget, because one thing, I would go mad if I tried to memorize every single location in every Tales game. I think that's an inn over there, but I can't tell. Let's go check really quickly. Oh, it is. Glad I checked.
So how do you like our island? Nice and laid back, right?
It's quite a bit different from Logris.
This place was even more relaxed before the opening. But recently, a lot of our young folk have gone starry-eyed about the city and left us in the lurch.
It's still better than it was when the demons first started showing up. We have the Abbey to thank for that. And because people are traveling more now, the need for ships has skyrocketed. Our lumber industry is booming.
In other words, when the money started flowing, people let it go to their heads?
That and those exorcists and soldiers from the bigger cities, they really seemed sophisticated.
This place out here seems kind of isolated, like no one has any issues or problems.
People from the other islands wear different clothes and have things we don't, you know?
Getting worked up and worked over by what's trendy. Is that foolishness not the very definition of youth?
If this keeps up, our island's traditions will fade away. That's what worries me.
I understand how you feel, but you have to give young people the freedom to be themselves.
That's very true. Traditions usually don't last forever. Oh, hey, there's a... Hold on. Just want to check if there's anything up here. Oh, there's a chest up here. Silky paper for Laphicets. Alright, well, we have to get to that main house, because that's where the story continues. And there's not much to do around here, honestly. It's a very pretty looking place. These are probably my favorite types of locations. Like, this is the whole scenery of Final Fantasy X, and that one's my favorite, even though I'm egregiously afraid of the ocean.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Why do you all sound the same?
Are you talking to me, perchance?
I am. You look so deeply sinful, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Now confess!
Oh, how long have I waited to bare my soul to someone? But I've always lacked the courage. Praise be to the Imperians who have bestowed upon me this chance today.
Ah, your devotion to the Imperians is most...
No! It is you who has captured my devotion, my darling. There's no one else I want but you.
Moglu, the fact that you're flirting with old men is scaring me a lot.
What? Me? But my life is in service to the Imperians.
Hush. I want you to look at me the way I look at you. Hold me, darling. Smother me in your embrace.
I don't...
Look at those people back in the church, like, oh my god, is he gonna do it? I hope he does it.
Those were the kind of lines I read in a romance novel. It wasn't even that exciting a book. I wasted so many hours with that piece of trash. Please, forgive me for not putting myself to better use.
Ah! Lying! To a priest! How could you?
Because she's Moglu, she does. Literally, our party is made up of people who do what they want.
Oh no, I meant to confess my sins, but instead my confession was another sin. Forgive me, Father, I've transgressed once more.
I don't want to forgive you.
When you make the church so angry, wait, what, again?
Come, sinner.
Who? Me?
Oh, we can do it with everyone.
I don't think I've done much that needs repenting.
No, my son, you must be mistaken. For I can tell just from how you dress that a great many sins weigh heavily upon your heart. But it's not too late for you yet. You must confess your sins.
The hell is with this, like, judgmental priest? He's everywhere. And the only thing he bases it off of is how you look. So if you look slightly out of the ordinary, you must have, like, a billion sins to confess about.
And repent.
Yeah, I hear you, but I really can't think of anything.
Have you ever wielded violence?
No. All I wield are my swords.
Well, have you hurt anybody with your swords?
Yeah, but I haven't been able to land a killing blow yet. I've still got a long way to go. But the next time, I'll kill him.
No, you have it all wrong. You must repent for how you've used your swords.
Oh, I get it. I need to improve my cutting technique, right?
That's not what I meant either.
Then what do you mean? It's a priest's job to guide the layman, right? You'll have to start speaking more clearly if you want anyone to trust your advice. Get your act together, man.
Yes, I'll reflect upon the error of my ways. Wait, what?
That was the best. The fact that Rokuro is such a simple-minded person that he can just out-dumb the priest, I guess. Oh, we actually have to go way up there. I've yet to see, I mean, the area is quite large, to be honest, but it's something I'll have to look into later. I mean, there might be cat's boxes around here, but I honestly don't have enough cat souls to open one anyways, so who cares?
Still no leads on that grimoire lady.
Magulu, when did you get that letter from her you mentioned?
Hard to say. It must have been last year? A decade ago?
Take this seriously, or I'll feed you to the sharks.
Oh, what? I think I'd at least rate a kraken.
Keep this up and I swear I'll eat... It's them!
The final preparations are complete. Once you've assumed your new post, everyone will act on your command.
Thank you, sister. But to be honest, I worry that these shoes I'm filling might just be a bit too big for me.
You need not worry. You possess a special strength and quality that others lack.
You're missing an eye.
Shepherd Artorias has high hopes for your deployment to Palamedes. Fear not. Just be yourself and you'll do fine. Believe you're a leader, and you will be.
Yes, I'll try to make you proud, sister.
That's really good public speaking advice, honestly.
They're sending him to Palamedes? Is that the name of a facility on this island?
I had better get going.
Safe travels.
There's no way we're getting off this island without meeting them.
Oh, one more thing. Be careful around the demon in Haria. It's stronger than it looks. We've even had some casualties.
Understood.
Also, if you must drink the water, remember to boil it.
Sister...
I know. I worry too much.
That line kind of bothers me a little bit, because there are places where you can go and the water's just not safe to drink, period. But the way she kind of stated that makes me think like maybe the Abbey's doing something to the water?
But I just can't help myself.
So, there's a demon in Haria. Sounds like it's a pretty feisty one, too.
If so, it may prove useful.
Still, what magical timing for Oscar to show up here at the very same hour we do.
I understand your suspicion of me, but have you any proof?
We saw you talking to Artorias on Uvu.
None, it's true. But as an exorcist, you're certainly sympathetic to the Abbey's cause.
Well, yeah.
And soon you may wish we were sympathetic.
Eleanor hasn't been snitching on us. I'm sure of it.
And how would you know? Are you watching her even when she's taking a bath?
Huh?
No, I love how Velvet jumped at that too.
I always stay outside when she's taking a bath. And...
Then isn't it possible she's communicating with the Abbey in secret while you're not there?
You pledged to obey me until the day you die, correct?
Yes, that I did.
Remember, when you two trade blows, only the Abbey wins.
One less demon, and one less traitor for them to worry about.
The hell's with this how is Rokuro being more logical than these two?
While we're standing around here arguing, that demon could be attacking Grimoire.
It's true. Let's find some more people to question around town.
The happy music again. She must be in a pretty lonely position.
So what's it really like?
Huh?
The connection between Malak and Vessel. Do you share, like, thoughts and feelings?
Sort of. When I'm dwelling inside Eleanor, I can see what she sees and hear what she hears. But I can't read her thoughts or her emotions. Sitting in a box doesn't teach you how the box feels.
I see. In that case, I want to give her as little time alone as possible.
I don't want to bathe with her, alright?
I know. You're a boy and all. For her baths, we can send Bienfu. No, that's a bad idea. It'll have to be Magulu, or myself.
Phew!
What sort of boundaries have you and Eleanor drawn? How do you sleep?
We talk before bed sometimes, but it's not like I'm sleeping by her side or anything. It's easier for me to tell when she wakes up if I'm dwelling inside her.
Does she ever get out of bed at night?
Not in my experience. And she sleeps so peacefully.
Huh?
When she's around you guys, she always looks so stern. But when she's sleeping, her expression is softer, you could say. She lets her hair down too. And I think it's kind of prettier that way.
Give me that hairstyle right now. I must see. You know what, everyone? Give me your alternate hairstyles right now. I need to see Bald Eisen. Please never draw Bald Eisen. He needs to keep his glory. Do it the other way around. Give Eisen, like, hair that goes down all the way back to, like, I don't know, like, waist length.
Huh. So that's what he likes. Well, keep an eye on her, but...
But?
Watch out for the older girls.
Huh?
Velvet, you're an older girl, too. I love how everyone's trying to figure out what Laphicets into when he's, well, I don't know his actual age, but he has, like, the mind of, like, I don't know, like a 9-year-old or so. Right? It gets older than that. It would be more like 11 or 12.
Close.
I've known them since I was an initiate, but I've never seen them quarrel. Not even once.
Did you ever fight with your brother, Velvet?
Yeah, I guess I did. Sometimes I'd chew him out, and he'd sulk and stop talking to me, but I found that adorable too.
You did?
No matter how much he dug in his heels, or tried to talk like he was in charge, after a while he'd be right there trailing along behind me.
Like a little puppy dog.
Puppies are a lot more obedient. I always had to keep an eye on him. Little brothers are odd creatures.
Rokuro's a little brother. Is he adorable too?
Yes, I am. Just hear him from, like, way down the market stalls. I'll have another beer.
I don't think a little brother who's out to kill you is in any way adorable.
But Shigure seemed like he was having fun.
Sometimes you just don't make sense.
Huh?
But there was a comic I found, and it was just titled Rangetsu Style Without Limits, and it was just Rokuro and Shigure fighting with golf clubs. It was the best.
I don't know.
Little brothers.
Do you have any siblings?
I'm an only child.
Well then, that's perfect. You pretend the boy is your little brother.
Huh?
That's a bit extreme, but actually, when I'm talking with Laphicets, sometimes I think, this is what having a brother must feel like.
I could be Eleanor's brother.
Don't take any of this nonsense seriously, Laphicets. Malakim are just tools to Exorcists. She can never think of you as her brother.
Overprotective Velvet all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You're wrong. I've changed how I view Malakim. I know that's true because I can think of him as a brother.
Right.
She's all talk. Don't believe her.
It seems to me like you're the one who's treating him as a
Oh,
tool
no.
by forcing your own opinions upon him.
Ooh, two sisters struggling for the affections of their brother. Eeny teeny candlestick. Which one will the Muppet pick?
How about an older brother instead?
Older brother instead, huh? Which would it be? Would it be... I don't know, I feel like Eisen would be a more believable older brother for Laphicets. Rokuro looks more like Velvet. Oh, there's a skit back there. I don't want to miss that. Oh, hello, old people.
The people of Southgand originally worshipped Aminoch, the Empyrean of Water. The lives of the people of the Southern Isles are inherently tied to the sea. Whether it was gratitude for a good catch or an appeal for protection, everyone offered their prayers to Aminoch.
But the Abbey worships Innominat, don't they? Do the people still keep their faith?
Most of the people obey the will of the Abbey, but one small village deep in Southgand is a special case. The village is called Haria, and even now they keep their faith in Aminoch. They've even quarreled with the Abbey.
Oh, interesting, because the way that the game portrays the Abbey is the official worldwide religion and anything else is considered a cult.
I'm grateful that they fight off the demons. I really am. But do they have to dictate which gods we worship too?
They think they do. It's their truth. Then again, they can't control what's in your heart, can they?
Yes, they can. Just wait, Artorias will find a way to do that too. Artorias will be the one to own Kingdom Hearts, I guess. Artorias and Xemnas are just gonna scheme together, I guess. Oh, that'd be a crossover I'd like also.
Hey, this doll? It looks like Bienfu.
Ah,
it does.
A keen eye you have, young man. That is a doll of the Empyrean Aminoch.
That's Empyrean Aminoch?
Yep, no doubt about it. I've seen her with my own eyes. Real dignified, but not without a bit of a temper.
You saw her? Why was she angry?
Well, the Abbey's banned any profession of the Aminochian faith in Southgand, despite her popularity. Gotta assume that's what got her all bent out of shape. I tried talking to her, but no matter what I said, she was just like, oh.
Wait, that sounds like...
And that low-energy goddess you saw? The doll you've got here looks like her?
Yeah, more or less.
Ha! Fortune smiles upon thee, weary adventurers. That listless goddess is none other than Grim.
Grimoire isn't human?
When did I ever say she was? So, shopkeep, where'd you see her?
No, I can't stand another Bienfu, please. Keep that thing away from me. One is enough. I don't even need one.
I think it was down by McClear Beach.
Pensively watching the tide come in? That's her, all right. Quickly, to the beach!
Oh, here's where we get the fan service.
Why didn't you mention Grimoire as a Malak before now?
You can't be too careful with that information. Spies listening everywhere!
Oh, I can't get down there. Yeah, speaking of fan service, I still find it funny that it seems like they were talking to the artists and they were like, so we need you to draw some awesome fan service pics. And like, great. And it's like, why did you draw the same picture of Rokuro 7 times? And he's like, well, he's my favorite. It's like, god damn, we don't have time on the deadline. Just every time the party sleeps, show a picture of Rokuro's abs. That's what it seems like is going on. Oh, there's a chest over there. I think I ignored it because... Oh wow, there's a lot of cat souls down here. You know, I didn't find a cat's box in this area either, and there isn't one because we found all the chests. Wait, what? Who's that guy up there?
What does it mean to become an adult?
The eternal question of youth.
Have you ever heard of the ceremony of adulthood? It's a yearly tradition on this island.
If I remember right, it's totally wild. Everyone throws bananas and oranges at each other.
Oranges? Are we for real here?
Traditionally, yes, but things have changed over the years. Bananas and oranges are a thing of the past. People are always reaching for bigger and better things, right? In this case, it's watermelons. Whole watermelon.
That could kill someone, especially like younger children.
You're throwing watermelons? That's gotta hurt.
Trust me, I know. But watermelons are the least of our worries. Recently, people have started flinging coconuts.
Coconuts? Those things are as hard as rocks!
Trust me, I know. Like getting hit with a brick. Now, every year, there are some kids who never make it to adulthood.
You don't mean they...
Yeah, I've kept putting it off myself, but it looks like this year I've got no choice but to participate. That's crazy. It's far too dangerous. And more importantly, how does it make someone an adult?
There are ancient traditions that say overcoming danger marks a child's coming of age. Some people still cling to the old ways.
You've hit the nail on the head. There are lots of old folks that sit around complaining how weak as darn kids are.
You damn millennials!
With your boob windows and your pirate ships, why can't you just be like us back from Symphonia, where we had 2 swords because they were cooler?
The hypocrites. Back then, they used bananas and watermelons. They even cracked the watermelons ahead of time.
I don't think cracking a coconut would help much either.
So that's why you're standing about looking blue.
I'm so ashamed of myself for being scared.
If you don't want to do the ceremony, why not just skip it?
I'd love to, but I don't really have a choice. I wouldn't be able to show my face around here if I chickened out.
Having the courage to say no to something you don't feel is right. Isn't that the true mark of an adult?
Wait.
You're right! Now I can finally become an adult! Oh, yeah! Look how grown up I am!
Look how much of a grown-up I am by running away from my problems. Honestly, it's the right decision and the safest decision, but still, it's kind of a backwards message there.
And getting carried away with yourself and acting the fool is the true mark of immaturity.
Sorry. You're right.
Becoming an adult is too much hard work. Yeah, just stay a children like me. Wait, was that it? I thought we had found her. I guess that was not her. Oh, we can actually go back to the tavern, and there's 2 conversations waiting for us there. And they might disappear, so let's go back and get those now. Honestly, I feel bad because even though I try so hard to get every single conversation in here, a lot of the times, it's almost every time I finish an episode, I'll turn around and I'll see in the comment section like, Xeno, you missed this conversation, like under the floorboards of this house. Please go back and do it if you get the chance. Luckily, so far, I've been able to go back and get everyone after we've missed it. Well, almost everyone. At least the ones that are, little markers like these. But a lot of the skits, you know how it is. You move an inch and gone forever.
It's a true shame that Lady Teresa will be leaving our island.
I'm a little relieved, to tell you the truth. She was a bit too strict for a free soul like me.
I guess not even the heat of Southgand could melt her icy cold personality.
But strict as she was also fair. She never asked anyone to do what she wouldn't do herself. Even when we were fighting with Haria Village over the temple, she kept her cool and listened to what they had to say. If it wasn't for her, we'd probably still be squabbling with Haria.
That's true. But did the Abbey really need to take over the temple for themselves?
She was really pretty, too. Sorry to whoever takes her place, but she's the only exorcist for me. Lady Teresa Linares! You were our protector! Yeah, we need the chilly charms of the Frozen Queen to cool down the heat in Southgand.
Why do I feel like every man in this game is just like, yeah, I love it when people are assholes to me. That's my fetish.
The way those ice-cold eyes of hers looked down at me with disdain, like I was something filthy. Teresa forever!
I am honestly getting pretty disturbed here.
Wow, there's one in every town.
Southgand lumber exports have been on the rise, but so has the popularity of Southgand cuisine.
Like Pengyong?
Pengyongs are our flagship food, and our Pengyong farms are flourishing. But poranges, bananuts, and our other fruits also sell well.
Please stop killing all of my kind. We're so few. Please.
I've never had any poranges or bananuts.
Poranges are sweet but tart and very juicy. They're the perfect refreshment on a hot day.
They're that fruit that glows in the dark, right? Also known as candle fruit?
That's the one. And now bananuts. They're soft, sweet, and filling when eaten raw. But if you dry them out, they get crunchy, like peanuts. And they stay good for years.
Okay, those are not how real bananas work. But I do find it really weird the fact that, like, we have bananuts and poranges, but when it comes to coconuts, they're just like, no, it's just a coconut, don't worry about that.
Southgand is pretty well off compared to other places. The fish are plentiful, and the trees are heavy with fruit. That's why I'm shipping the excess to other towns.
This guy here, he's a true sailor.
Yeah, good luck. I wish you the best.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
That's like the first townsperson we've had like an honest, nice conversation with. Normally it ends up with Velvet being so cynical that the other person doesn't want to talk to her anymore. Anyways, let's get back to Grimoire, who should be... Oh, and as you guys mentioned, there are some free skits that you can get because there are DLC costumes that are, of course, for purchase. And I have not purchased those, obviously, because
I don't need to spend any more money on DLC costumes, but you do get the skits that come with them, I think, free, regardless. So when we actually go all the way through Berseria, I think I'll be going through a lot of those skits on the last episode or the episode before. Hey guys, I think I'm going to end the episode here. There's a lot more talking than normal, so I recorded for a very long time without noticing, like, hey, this episode's gonna run a little long this time. So if you liked the video, please leave a like. I would enjoy that immensely if you did that. And if you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just click subscribe. See you on the next episode of Berseria.